What's up, TM Nation? Today we're diving into Sony's latest flagship headphones, the WH-1000XM6s, which I've been testing for right around a week now, putting them through real-world scenarios from crowded shopping malls to exercising, and I'm ready to give you guys my full breakdown. If you've been following Sony's headphone lineup, then you know they've been at the top of the food chain in terms of A&T headphones for years, but the question that I'll answer for you guys in this video is, are the XM6s worth the upgrade over the XM5s? Before we get into the nitty gritty, here's what you need to know right away. The Sony 1000XM6s retail for $450. They're available in 3 different colors, which are black, midnight blue, and platinum, which is what I picked up. They feature Bluetooth 5.3 with support for multiple codecs, including LDAC, SBC, AAC, and LC3. The battery life is impressive at up to 30 hours of use on a charge with ANC on and up to 40 hours with it off, but they also feature quick charging that will give you up to 3 hours worth of use from only a 3-minute charge. With the XM6s, Sony did go ahead and bring back the folding design, as you can see, which is a feature that was missed with the XM5s, but not only that, these now feature 12 microphones for improved ANC, whereas you get 8 with the XM5s, and the XM6s are sporting a brand new processor that's supposed to be 7 times faster than what you get with the XM5s. First, taking a look at what you'll get inside of the box, with the XM6s you're greeted with a much more eco-friendly packaging than what you got with previous generations, and inside you'll have your user manual and other documentation, the headphones of course, a USB-A to USB Type-C cable for charging, and you'll also get a 3.5mm cable if you want to use them in wired mode. The first major upgrade that you'll notice is going to be the case. Sony has completely redesigned it to be significantly smaller than what you get with the XM5s, and this is due in part to the fact that the XM6s are foldable, whereas the XM5s are not. Otherwise, on the new case, they don't include any zippers or anything of that nature. This time around, they've gone with a magnetic closure that simply snaps right into place without any issues whatsoever. And like I said a moment ago, once you take the headphones out, you'll immediately notice that they can fold up, which was a huge miss coming from the XM4s to the XM5s, and I'm glad that Sony listened to the feedback and brought this feature back. The headband is wider for better comfort, and the ear cups are now asymmetrical, which makes it easier to tell which ear cup is which. The power button has also been redesigned with the XM6s. As you can see, it's now circular and it's also larger, so with these it's much easier for you to tell what you're pressing, whereas with the XM5s, all of the buttons are the same size and shape, so with these, I have found myself turning them off when I just wanted to switch ANC modes on multiple occasions. Now let's move on and talk about what really matters, and that is going to be the performance upgrades. Sony claims that the XM6s have the best noise cancelling on the market, and after my week of extensive testing, the jump from 8 to 12 microphones combined with the new QN3 processor makes a noticeable difference that I can certainly differentiate between the XM5s and the XM6s. Specifically, walking down busy streets, the world around me became eerily quiet, which is something that I can't say I've experienced with any other pair of over-the-ear headphones that I've tested in the past, besides the QC Ultras, which were the gold standard for me personally until I tried the XM6s. And I won't discount the XM5s because they were good in this area as well, but there is, like I said, a distinguishable difference between the two for me. The newer pair just simply blocks out more frequencies and is stronger overall. The transparency mode is equally impressive. The natural sound reproduction puts these ahead of even the AirPods Max, which previously held the crown for me in terms of the best transparency mode across a pair of headphones. Another thing that I love about the XM6s is how comfortable they are. The ear cups for me create a good seal without excessive clamping force, and though they do feel slightly tighter on my head than what I remember with my XM5s when they were brand new, they don't feel uncomfortable or give me any type of ear fatigue even after hours worth of use. I also like the fact that the new pair retains the quick attention mode, where you just place your hand over the right ear cup and it instantly activates your transparency mode so you can hear announcements or have a quick conversation without removing your headphones. The touch controls with the XM6s remain intuitive. You simply swipe up or down to control your volume, and then you swipe forward or backwards to go ahead and track forward or track back. And one thing that I love about these controls is that they are responsive without being too sensitive. Also, like I mentioned earlier, the XM6s do feature multi-point connectivity, as they should at this price point, and it has worked flawlessly, allowing me to connect to 2 devices simultaneously, and so far connecting to my laptop and my smartphone has worked without any issues and without any noticeable delay. Now, the call quality is where things are going to be a little bit weird with these headphones, because although I never thought the XM5s were the best in this department, I thought with the addition of the new microphones and the upgraded AI algorithm that the XM6s would be a lot better. In my testing, they do a pretty good job in quiet environments, but when you get into an environment where you have a lot of things going on around you, such as multiple speaking at once, you can get audio dropouts and things can become quite jumbled up. But as always, I did take a couple of samples with the XM6s just so that you guys have an idea of how they perform. Let's check them out. Alright guys, so right now I have the XM6s paired to my iPhone 16 Pro, and as you can see, the audio that you're hearing is coming from the microphones on them. Right now the room is relatively quiet, but I will do my background noise test in just a moment. Give me a second. And now I have some simulated background noise playing in the background. This part of the test is aimed at seeing how well the microphones on these headphones can go ahead and focus on my speech while rejecting some of that noise. So let me know what you guys think. Did you expect them to do a better job? You think this sounds pretty good? Let me know. And now I'm connected to my 1000 XM5s, and again I'm paired to my iPhone 16 Pro, and the audio that you're hearing is coming from the microphones on the headphones. So this is the quiet room test. I will do my background noise test in just a moment. Give me a second. And here is the background noise test using the 1000 XM5s. Again, I'm still paired to the iPhone 16 Pro, and the noise is at the same exact level that it was when I did the XM6 test. So let me know what you guys think. Are these doing a better job? Do they sound about the same? Let me know. Now, comparing the sound profile that I get directly to the XM5s, the XM6s deliver a noticeably better bass response and much clearer vocals to my ears. The soundstage just feels much wider and there's better instrument separation across the board. The XM5s are no slouch by any means, and they do have a balanced profile, but the XM6s take it a step further with better clarity while still maintaining that signature Sony style that fans have come to love over the years. And for those of you all wondering about spatial audio, the XM6s do support 360-degree spatial audio with head tracking, which does work well for movies and specially mixed content, though I still find and prefer the standard stereo mode as more reliable for music listening. So now that I've gone over pretty much all of the new features that you get with the XM6s, let me talk more about what I love about them and some things that I think can be improved. The XM6s provide best-in-class noise cancellation, which is significantly better than the XM5s. Like I said earlier, they have made the return to a folding design with a much smaller case. The transparency mode with them is excellent and sounds natural. They do feature the improved sound quality with a much better bass response, and much like the XM5s, the XM6s are comfortable for longer listening sessions, and I do like the fact that the touch controls are intuitive and accurate. For the cons, the call quality still struggles in noisier environments. The price increase to $450 may make these too steep for some folks, and this might not necessarily be a con because, like I said earlier, for me personally, these feel extremely comfortable on my head, but they do fit slightly tighter than what I get with the XM5s. Now at $450, these certainly are not a cheap pair of headphones, but they are priced similarly to premium competitors like the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultras and the Apple AirPods Max. If you're in the market for premium noise canceling headphones, these represent the cutting edge of what's currently available. Now if you own the XM5s, it's definitely a tougher call. The improved noise cancellation, folding design, and better sound quality are noticeable upgrades, but they're not revolutionary. There is some good news though. If you do own a pair of the XM5s, they seem to hold their value, so selling them on eBay or somewhere else should help offset a decent portion of the upgrade costs. For first-time premium headphone buyers, I think that these offer the most complete package on the market right now, so I think that the price can be justified in comparison to the competitors if having the best noise cancellation available right now and very good sound quality are your priorities. All in all, fam, after testing the XM6s over the past week, I can confidently say that they are the strongest and best performing active noise canceling headphones that I've ever tried. In my opinion, Sony has addressed virtually all of the criticisms of the XM5s while improving the performance across the board. The return of the folding design, improved comfort, best-in-class noise cancellation, and enhanced sound quality make these a worthy successor to the legendary XM series. I will say that the call quality could still use improvement, but that's a relatively minor issue for me personally in an otherwise stellar package. But let me know what you guys think. Are you looking at picking a pair of the XM6s up? Or if you already picked a pair up, are they meeting your expectations? Or are you considering returning them? And if you upgraded from the XM5s to the XM6s, let me know if you think it's been worth it, especially since the XM5s are right now $150 cheaper than what you'll pay for the XM6s. Otherwise, as always, I appreciate you guys coming through and watching the video. I will catch y'all in the next one, but until then, it's your boy Tech Mo, and I'm signing out. Peace.